welcome to my channel. In this video, I created this look right here. This is a no makeup look, and honestly, to create a look like this, it involves a lot of makeup and a lot of techniques, and I have discussed about all those techniques in the video in every single step. So this could be a slightly longer video, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So if you want to know how you can create this look, then please continue watching. So the first step is to moisturize the skin, and for today's moisturizer I'm going to be using the Innisfree green tea seed serum. Now that my moisturizer is completely set into my skin, and since we want today's makeup to be very skin-like, the primer of today's choice is going to be the NYX Honey Dew Me Up Primer. So for no makeup look, if you are someone who is scared of applying a foundation, you can very well skip a foundation and directly go in with a compact powder. But I'm going to be showing you a technique where you can apply the foundation and still make it look skin-like. So this is something that I have been doing a lot. So I like to apply a face oil. I'm going to use this oil from Juicy Chemistry. I'm going to mix some drops of it with my foundation today, which will reduce the pigmentation of the foundation and will give a very BB cream like consistency, and it will make the foundation look like skin. So I've mixed 2 drops of the face oil into my foundation, and it looks something like this. It looks a bit runny, and I'm going to just dot it all over my face and blend it out. So I've just dotted the foundation all over my face, and even if you have oily skin like mine, you can still do this step by adding a very lightweight face oil, and by using it in the right amount. I just added 2 drops of it, and you can control the drops according to your skin type. So this is how the foundation will look once it is completely blended out. So if you can see, it gives a very dewy kind of a finish, and that's because of the moisturizer that we use today, and even because of the primer. Since the primer has a very dewy consistency, it has added to the dewiness of the foundation, and it is also because of the face oil that is mixed in with the foundation. It's okay if your imperfections are seen through the foundation, because we are going for no makeup look, and imperfections will be seen when you don't apply makeup, right? So please don't go for a very heavy coverage foundation, or it will look like makeup. So before moving on to the next step, I would like to go in with additional step. This is something that I do when I go for a look like this. I take a face mist. This is from Plum. This is their grapeseed and sea buckthorn face mist, and this adds some glow to your skin. And adding a face mist after your foundation actually sets your foundation in place and also gives a very natural look. So now that my face is set with a face mist, before moving on with the compact, I'm going to be using a cream blush, and this is from Benefit. This is their Benny tint, which is a cheek tint. So I'm going to be using this like a cream blush, and then I'll be going in with a powder blush just to give a hint of color to your cheeks. So this looks something like this, and I'm just going to dot it all over my cheek. You can go a little heavy with this product because it doesn't have a lot of pigmentation and it blends well into your skin. You can very well use your fingers to dab it and blend it into your skin, but I'm going to use my beauty blender. So as you can see, it has given a very light pinkish tone to my cheeks. So I'm going to be using another layer of it, and I'll be right back. So this is how my cheeks look after another layer of adding the Benny tint. And the next step is I'm going to be using a compact just on my T-zone to just set my face. I'm going to be using the Nykaa compact powder for today. I'm in the shade Rose Beige, and this has some coverage, so I don't want to add it all over my face, but just on my T-zone because that's where I get oily very soon. So next I'm going to go in with a powder blush. This is from Sugar Cosmetics. This is their mini blush in the shade Peach Peak. This is how it looks. I'm just going to apply a little bit on where I've applied the Bennett tint. It will not only set the cream blush but also give some additional flush of color to my cheeks. So before moving on to the next step, I want to say two things. The reason why I skipped a concealer is because I don't want too much coverage under my eyes and I don't want it to look like makeup. And the reason I skipped a bronzer is because a bronzer or contour will give your cheeks a very chiseled look and it will look like you have done something to your face, while a blush will give some flush of color to your cheeks and will look healthy. So moving on to eye makeup, first is your eyebrows. So even if you don't use any pomade or any eyebrow pencil to set your eyebrows, make sure to take a spoolie brush like this and just brush it through your eyebrows and it will look defined. So now that my brows are set, I used the NYX eyeshadow base and my Nykaa compact powder to just set my eyelids. And now I'm going to be applying some eyeshadow. Yes, there's going to be eyeshadow in this look, but you will see how it is and what I use. So I'm going to be taking the same blush that we used earlier, and this is going to be my crease color today. So now that the blush has given a definition to my eyes, I'm going to be going in with the LA Girl eyeshadow quartet. And sorry, one color is slightly broken. And I'm going to be taking this light baby pink color and I'm going to put it all over my lids. So for the next step, I'm going to be taking a clean blending brush like this and I'm just going to blend out the lid color and the crease color. Remember one thing, the more you blend, the more natural it will look. So I'm going to blend it to a point where the color is there, but it's not there. So I hope the camera is picking up. This eye looks more blended out while this eye looks much pigmented. So I'm just going to do the other eye and be right back. So kajal and eyeliner is completely optional. If you are someone who uses kajal on a daily basis like me, then applying kajal doesn't count as makeup, at least for me. But today I thought of going in with something different. I'm going to be taking the same eyeshadow quartet and I'm just going to be taking this dark brown shade. I'm going to be taking it in a brush like this. I'm just going to apply some makeup setting spray or my face mist in the brush and then I'm just going to pick up this color and I'm going to apply this as my kajal today. So this is how my eyes look after applying the brown eyeshadow. It looks extremely natural. If you have a brown kajal, by all means please go ahead and use that. The only tricky part of applying your brown eyeshadow as your kajal is the fallout. So make sure to just pat it in your eyelids and slowly move it along the end of your eye rather than swiping it, because swiping it will lead to a lot of fallouts. So coming back to the face, I would like to finish my base makeup by applying a highlighter. Make sure to use a highlighter which is very subtle, and this should give you a very glow from within kind of a look rather than a very blingy kind of a look. I do have a highlighter that is so pigmented, but for today's choice, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. So this is something that gives that natural glowing skin-like effect. If you don't have a fan brush, or if you feel the brush is not picking up any pigment, you can very well go ahead and use your finger. I would suggest you to use your ring finger because that's the softest, and you can just pat it on your cheekbones like I do. So if you feel your blush or your highlighter went a little extra at this point, then there's something that you can do to fix it. You can take your makeup setting spray and drench your face with this, and that will pick up any extra powderiness or extra glow and will leave your skin looking very natural. For today's lipstick, I'm going to be using the Lakme 9 to 5 lipstick in the shade Blush Velvet. This is my MLBB shade. MLBB stands for My Lips But Better. So go for a lipstick that matches your natural lip color, and I'll also show you other options that you can use. So this is the shade Blush Velvet on my lips, and this is the hand swatch of it. This is how it looks. I also have the Miss Claire Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade 31. It looks something like this. So this is Miss Claire lipstick and this is Lakme lipstick. The Miss Claire one has a tinge of peach in it, and my lips are naturally pinkish in color, so I thought of going in with the Lakme one. So this is the final look, and thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. So until next time, take care everybody, stay safe, bye.